Alrighty, guys. Hi, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day so far. You had a wonderful day. Let's kickstart this habit tracker, a local first application built with Drizzle, ORM, and expo-sqlite, and bunch of other expo modules like expo sharing. What else? Expo everywhere. File system, haptics, image, media library, and of course React Native Reanimated. And anyway, so let me share the screen. So yesterday we have started working on the notifications, but first not the edit, but on the share. I remember that I did something on the share inside the index. I'm doing this if it's focused or not. So most probably I'm gonna remove this part and go on the share, and I'll say use effect, nothing, and when you unmount, I will just set it false. Okay. Okay, now let's start working on the notifications. So in my head, not edit. Why it's edit? Actually, yeah, it's edit. So there are multiple things, right? Inside the settings, I don't know why this is happening. So inside the settings, we have this enable notifications. And the thing is that if you already have some, so you can enable notifications per habit. So you can edit, you can enable it, right? But if you go on the settings, I'm gonna cancel all the notifications. And the thing is that when you enable them, what I would like to happen is to go through each individual habit, see if you have it enabled, and reschedule them, right? So let's do that now before anything else. So we say if it's true, just register, but then we need to reschedule active habits that have notifications, right? Something like this. So what do we actually need to do is we need to get the habits. So active habits with notifications. It's a DB select from habits where equals habits that maybe notifications is true. And I'll just run this. I'll console log habits with notifications, and I'll just await for this part. Okay. I'll say console log the habits. So now if I enable execute returning, maybe what? Where habits, notifications. Swan. Okay. Interesting. Changes. Selector. What do I need to do? Is all? Okay. So I need to get the all. Can I do here select ID? No. Okay, so I have the habits and I need to schedule for each individual one. So I will do promise all. I'll do habits map. I'll get the habit. That will say here schedule notification, but not this one. It's like not this one. Notifications. Schedule notifications for habit. So schedule notifications for habit. That will pass here the habit ID. It's habit.id. Content is going to be how to say const notification body. It's going to be this one for now, and I'll just export this. Do I need to export this? Maybe. So content title is going to be how is it? Okay, so I'll get the content. Export const get content by habit. Get notification content is going to get the habit as type of habits infer select, and then is going to return this part. And this is habit.name. Okay, and this part is going to be as type of by content. Okay, so now I can say here content is going to be get the notification by habit. And the habit why is this complaining? I need to pass the trigger as well, right? I need a trigger. When to trigger it? I would like to trigger it type Time interval. Let's do it time interval, and then I'll say seconds every 10 seconds. I'll also get the identifier or channel ID is the default. And I'll do a wait. And here I need to return this part. Oh, console log schedule notification for habit name, and we can do here console log scheduled all notifications. Okay, if I hit refresh now, it should say schedule notification for drink water run. Okay. And the other one. Okay, kind of makes sense. So every 10 seconds I should receive a notification. Okay. Trying to find a better background music. Okay. So for some reason the notifications are not coming. Either trigger. let's read the documentation. Trigger. Trigger. Interesting. So if I go here, identifier, console log identifier. I'm gonna schedule everything. Now I'm setting it again. So definitely we have the identifier. So we have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Are they coming as well? So we can see them. Okay, that's great. So you can see the notifications, the scheduled ones. Which is amazing. I think we did some progress. And let me commit the yes. I think maybe I'm gonna move this part. Okay. We will see afterwards. Okay, and I'll say reschedule notifications after re-enabling them plus fix unmount. Okay, and now I believe yesterday I was saying something like, you know, if you plan on doing it 4 times a day, we should schedule in this period. Do I have the TL draw? Where is the TL draw? Yeah, this one. So we are saying, you know, you can we should split this into like x amount of times based on like in x amount of chunks, and send the notification. Actually, it's n-1 chunks, right? Because you don't want to send here. So if you have one chunk, at the end of the chunk you'd like to schedule, right? So it's 1, 2, it kind of makes sense. But now I'm thinking about maybe we should split it by something else, you know. Maybe we can let the user choose when to receive the notification. Maybe that's even better. But for now, as an MVP, I believe that we can randomly place within this range when to send the notification. Right? Hi Ariane, thanks for joining. Hi Vladimir, thanks for joining the live stream. This is like wedding music. Let me change it. Oh, this is not in my start. Okay. Okay. So let's do that now. We need to know the period. We would like to... Not here. Schedule notification for habit. Schedule a daily notification for habit with random with random time between 7:30 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. So I may need to do here the trigger. I need to know how many habits we have active, right? Because I don't want to intercalate with the other ones. course, we need to know how many habits have notifications enabled. Okay, and we can say export function create trigger, and this trigger will does Android require some special permissions for schedule notifications? I'm not sure about it. No. You don't even need to ask for permissions on Android to schedule notifications. Maybe you need, I can't remember exactly, but is my memory, if my memory is not tricking me, as far as I know, you don't need. Anyway, so this should receive some properties like habit index as a number, and habit index is a number, and total count, habit count. So the habit index, it's a number, and habits count a number as well. And what we can do here, we know the start of day. We are saving it as well. We are storing it in the backend as well, like on the inside the profile. But yeah, we are not going to like wake time. It's going to be day.js. Start of day, set hours to 7 and minutes to 30. Okay, and sleep time is going to be okay, something like that. And we need to get the we need to get yeah, I think we can do here so how many so we don't want to have the sides, right? So the segment should be split in habit counts. Habits count +1. So is this sleep time diff divided by habit count +1. So it's the diff is this one, and interval, yeah, interval is this one +1. Okay. And I'll just, I'll console log the wake time to date. So wake up is this one. Can I format it? To date. Sleep time the diff and also the interval for each individual one. And so once we have the interval, we can add, based on the index, the start will be wake time plus interval, right, for each individual one. Okay. Yeah, I think something like that. So let's create the trigger. We are not going to give any index, but we can go to the settings. Since we know here all the, but we also need to reschedule everything, right? When you enable and disable, when you disable a notification for a habit, we also need to go through everything and reschedule all the notifications. When you enable notification for a new habit, we also need to recalculate, right, everything. So yeah, I think well, let me actually go to the Notion side, Notion, and do we have something with notifications? Yes. When we enable or disable the notification on a particular habit, we need to reschedule all the notifications because the interval has changed. This is based on how many habits have notification enabled. When yes, something like that. We also need to take care into that. Where the user can receive it during the day. Okay. I think I'm overkilling it with a notification per habit instead of having a single notifications once a day, you know, or maybe two notifications in the beginning of the day saying, hey, what was your mood for last day? And maybe at the end of the day, I should schedule a notification saying, you know, it's time for you to go through the habits. But I like to overkill things just because I find them when something is confusing and I don't know exactly how to do it. For me, it's yeah, it's a challenge, and I'm really into like challenges. But anyway, so now we need to trigger to create a trigger for habit index 0 and habit count. It's habit count notification length. Okay. So now if I go to the settings, if I go to the settings and I enable them, the diff is in 900 minutes. The interval is 225. Sleep time is this one, and wake up time is this one. Is this the diff? It's in minutes, right? Yes. So it's 900 divided by 3, I believe I have, right? But it's actually it's 900 divided by 4 because yeah, it's okay. So I have this part here. It'll be fine. Now I need to do yeah, something like this. but I would like to do an array of habit count. Get the keys, you know, and I'll do map. I'll get the index and I will return something like this. Is this mutable or immutable? Do I need to clone this? Yeah, I'll clone it. So this is times, right? And I'll console log times. Times map through them time and format the time. This is just all the times, right? So now if I actually I don't want to reschedule everything, so I'll just return here the promise all because I don't want to reschedule everything. So times it's always 7:30. Okay. I'll need to add and then maybe clone. I need to clone it. I don't know. I will see. Still 7:30. Oh, habit index, it's always the same. Okay, never mind. Okay. So it's index +1. Okay. So we are going to schedule it for 15 past 11 at 3 p.m. and at 6:45. Okay. I think the logic is there. But if you you'll never reach the edges, right, of the interval, so you are not going to where it is till draw, so you're not, you know, I wanna schedule something. Let me draw it. Something like this, you know. No, not this one. Can I okay, so something like from here to here, you know. So I don't want to go through the entire period, but I would like to decouple the edges. So I don't want to send a notification at 7 a.m., you know, or send a notification at 10 p.m. or whatever it's your time to go to sleep or you're waking up. But instead, I would like to add 2 extra times. So in this way, I will leave a gap here of X amount of time, kind of. So that's actually the plan. That's why I'm actually starting the, even though the wake up, let me stringify this so you can see it better. Okay, can I zoom in a bit here? Okay, if I schedule now the notifications, you see the wake up time it's at 7:30, sleep out time is 10:30, and then because we have 3 different habits, I'm gonna schedule it after 225 minutes, the first one. So instead of this is wake up time, I will leave a gap and this one. Okay, kind of makes sense for me at least, you know. All right, so now we have the times. So instead of I actually want, I'm only interested in the times, right? So I'll say return times. Okay. But I don't wanna format it, right? So those are like DJS timestamps. Okay. Now inside the settings, what I'm gonna say, I don't even need date triggers. Date trigger. I don't even need the habit index. Okay. Or do I need? Is this an ordered list? Maybe it is, right? Doesn't matter, right? Because I don't care about the order. But even though I think it's an ordered list. Okay, so I'm returning the times here. Okay, I don't even need, you know, the habit counts to be like this. It's a number directly, and I'll just do something like this, and I'll say this is times. And I'll just console log the times map time time format whatever. Okay, actually I'll do to date. So open up the console. So we have for 10:15 2 p.m. and 5:45. I need to take care about the time zones as well. Maybe, right? Yeah, I think the time zones play an important role here. Not sure if I care that much now. Yeah, I don't care that much. So now it's okay. What's the time now? Console log DJS to date. Okay. Time zone. DJS time zone. Okay. Okay, so let me actually wait a second. DJS local time. So I think I need actually local. I don't need I actually need a UTC. Okay, so let me create some helpers here. How to do it? Another search. Activity. How to edit, guys? Primary and the activity. Okay. There's this one. Now disable this. How to put it? It's Command Shift E. Okay. So inside the helpers, do I need an utils? Do I have utils? Yes. So I have a date utils, and I will say here import the time zone, and day.js should extend this one. UTC and time zone. I don't need a time zone for now. And I'll just import UTC directly like this. Okay. And okay, and I need to go to layout and import here the utils date. Okay, so this is like a polyfill. And if I go to the settings and actually refresh the entire thing, I have the local to date. Okay, and now if I go settings, local to date is still wrong for some reason. It should be almost 3 o'clock. TZ. Do I need a TZ? Aha, I need a UTC. Format. Nope. Yes. Gotcha. To date. To ISO string. Format. No. I do need the... I don't want to format it, you know? I just need to get the UTC. The times. Does this... I'll go to date again. I'll import time zone from DJS plugin time zone. I'll extend time zone as well. Oops, time zone. And hit refresh. And I'll say here time zone to date. Go to settings. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so actually I need the UTC. No. Okay, so the time itself should actually be local, and then clone it. Okay, and now not this one, but this one. Or do I need to do? It's useless. What? Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so I think we should be fine now. So we have the dates, the times. So now with the times, I would like to schedule. The trigger is going to be date, and I will say date is going to be times and the index, times by the index to date. Okay, and then repeat. Can I repeat? Nope. How am I doing on the notifications? Repeats. Do I need to put it in seconds? Expo notifications, local scheduled notification, repeat interval. So I can say daily here, right? Not a date, but daily. And I need to say hour, maybe? Hour. Minute. So wait, I need to trigger it daily. What triggers do we have here? I'll say daily at date times to date. What? Expo notifications, trigger, time interval seconds. This is interesting. Hour and minute. Okay, so I need the hour, and minute as minute. Kind of makes sense. Okay, so now if I enable the notifications, I should schedule the notifications. I can close this part here, this part as well. scheduled all notifications. I'm not sure about that. Let me refresh. Settings. How to get the notifications? Get notifications. Get scheduled notifications. Get all scheduled notifications async. Okay. I need to go to settings, console log, await, get notifications async, return. So there are no notifications. Get the hours, get minutes, and I am going to console log this part. I'll console log and what's wrong with it? So hour it's 15 daily. This trigger input will cause the notification to be delivered once per day when the hour and minute date components match the specified values. Kind of makes sense. And why you're not triggering it? I'll do here, you know what? I'll do here 10 and 10 or 0, 0. Wait, this was scheduled. If I say 15 and 09, so I'll say 15, and this is 10 plus index. Okay. Okay, I will enable and I should receive notifications. Okay, in a minute, right? Usually there was, you know, or maybe because usually I was receiving something like a notification event. Oh, but that, yeah, okay, doesn't, yeah. So now I'm receiving this one. Okay, so that's actually working. Okay. Never mind. So I'm not going to console log anything. This one now. I'll do hours, hour, and minutes. Okay. Now if I open up again the app, all the notifications are going to be rescheduled. Okay, boom. Shall I also say when? Yes, okay. Scheduled notification with identifier, and I'm gonna console log the trigger. Okay, so we have scheduled it. Are we going to receive it now? No, unfortunately. But what I need to do is to cancel everything anyway. So I'll remove this part, register, okay. That will cancel everything anyway. And then I'm gonna register all the things. And this is on. Do I need to? So this part here can be moved to notifications, and I'll export function, async function. Schedule notification for all habits. I'll have this part here. Import the daily, the input, habits for notifications. I need a DB. I need the EQ. I don't need this part. Okay. Just schedule everything. It's okay. And return. This is okay. And now if I go to on settings, I can delete everything except the await, and just say here schedule notifications for habits. Okay. And for this part, I'm gonna go on the habit details. And I'm gonna say here remove all notifications for habit. You know what? I'm gonna remove all the notifications. So I'm gonna say here exactly cancel all notifications. And I'm gonna say if notifications register for notifications. But I also need to there is a race condition, right? Because if you have enable notifications false here, when you create a new habit, you should not be able to set it here, right? So this should be disabled. Right? Shall we disable the notifications? if you are like interesting. I think we should disable the notifications, right? So you should not be able to enable this if your settings, come on, if your setting here it's false, right? What am I saving to the database? Let's see, push notifications. Okay. Do I actually need to store it in the database? Maybe. Okay, let's store this into, let me undo the things here. I'll say trigger, create trigger, date trigger. What's this? Okay. There is no trigger. I'll do hour 8, whatever, you know. And type is going to be where it is. Schedule daily. Okay. And I don't need the repeats through. So notifications, I'll say enable settings. Okay, so I'll say here db db okay, db update profile set not push notifications is on. And I will say here, this is where, yeah, I'll do it. Is on, I'll use live query, and I'll do db select from profile 1 first. That's it. Take. I cannot take from where? 1 first. A limit. Okay, limit 1. Okay, and I will say here is on. Okay. Okay. This is still what? Do I need to migrate something? Package scripts studio. Okay. No, not really. Do I actually need to have an ID to update? I may need to I may need another. Okay. Pum, pum, pum. Yeah, for now, you know what? I'm just gonna use expo SQLite kvstore. So I'll say to the state. I'll create here profile.yes, and I'll say, does this have legend state? Backend. There is an async storage, you know. I don't like the async storage. What's this doing? It's a complex thingy. Source. Okay. Do I have async storage here? Uh, legend state. Got you. Okay. Profile. Okay. I said get. Okay. Do I have package async storage? No, because I have expo. Okay, I'll do. Where is expo SQLite kvstore? I have the storage, get the item, sync. Okay, I'll do const profile. Profile storage key is going to be profile, and I'll do storage that's coming from SQLite. I'll get profile. It's going to be JSON parse storage get item, whatever, or an empty or notif or notifications false, and wake up time, sleep time. As actually need it. Boolean file data boolean. This is a string. This is a string. storage get item as but this storage why is this complaining? Oh, because I'm parsing it. Okay, JSON parse this part, otherwise it's the otherwise it's JSON stringify by this one. JSON parse or okay. Reload. If I edit through, let's see if this is saved. Nope. Interesting. Oh, because I cannot update, right? So settings anyway. Can I do it in Drizzle? I don't care about primary key and things, you know? Drizzle. Yeah. I'll go to schema. Do I need to create maybe? Let me create it. So db db has console log is on. Not is on, but profile, white profile. Data. This is actually data. That will console log data. No. So data it's empty if data length equal to 0. I'm gonna db create, db insert profile values, push notifications if it's on. Otherwise, I will just db update profile and set whatever. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Okay. There is something going on. Not really. I will just wait, else Oh, wait here. I need to add a schema. File. Primary key auto increment. Okay. I'll do yes. Okay, and I'll do bond run generate. Okay. Bond run studio. Oh, this is already available in the studio. Something like this, but there is no. Interesting. Do I have any migrations? 0010 SQL. A new profile, ID integer, auto increment. Okay. Why is this not working? Yeah, for some reason there is no DB. What? Guys, I'm gonna use kvstore. Okay. Profile kvstore. I will say profile. I don't even care about this part. I'll say profile. I'll actually set the update profile data partial, and I'll say storage set item sync with the object. Should this be a string? Yes. Okay, so set the item with the profile storage key, and then I will yes. Okay, I'll do update profile. With push notifications, it's on. This should actually be okay. Push notifications should be on, and I'll say here and this export const get profile is going to return storage dot get item sync by the profile storage. Or this entire thingy, right? Don't have it, you need to store it. Was any? No, not really. get the profile. This one is going to return profile data. This one is not going to return anything. Okay, and I'll do get profile here and push notifications. Now if I refresh, this should be on. Now if I refresh, this should be off. Okay. And now if I go on the habit details, I'll say here if get profile push notifications, do the following. Okay, do whatever. And I'll say remove clear notifications. Where it is settings, I'll do cancel. I'll do cancel all notifications and notifications. I'll register, do like this. Yeah, and I'll just remove this if statement. Okay. Then I will say notifications. Some switch, I'll do disabled. If you don't have the notifications enabled. So if I disable this, I'll add it. This is disabled. Nope. If not, okay. But if I'm doing it true, is this disabled? Okay. And why I don't have a style? Disabled. I'll do here, you know. I'll do style, capacitive, disabled. I'll do 0.5, otherwise 1. Okay. So you cannot enable the notifications only when you enable them from here. The settings, they're enabled. Now you can also change it. Okay, kind of makes sense. I'll add everything. Refactor the notifications plus profile storage. Oh, there are so many questions. Hi Mania, thanks for joining. Hi Risky. Hi Montaha, good to see you back. Yeah, thank you very much. Omran is asking, what are your thoughts on Supabase versus Nest.js with PostgreSQL on Fly.io? I think I have used and I'm still using Supabase, but I'm not hosting them on Fly.io. I'm just using their cloud, the Supabase cloud. You know, it's like they are doing the hosting for me. with Nest.js, I haven't played around. In the past, my backend stack was Node.js with TypeScript, and then I had, let me check. Initially, it was Express. Then I moved to not Koa. What was the thingy? Give me a second to remember. 1 second. I'm going to a private repository here. I believe GitHub is down. But anyway, oh, come on. Yeah, GitHub is down for me at least. Okay. So I was using, 1 second. I was using Fastify with Prisma and GraphQL, and for the authentication I was using Firebase most of the times. Why Firebase? Well, because I really like the authentication system, which is working on mobile as well, web and whatever. So I was just passing, the access token, the JWT token, and I was able to decode it using the admin, and I knew the username, and I was saving inside the Prisma database, which was a Postgres database I was using. I was also saving the Firebase user ID, and when I was decoding it, I was checking if this is the user ID and multiple things, and then do the handshake. So the authentication was done by Firebase, and I was using Firebase admin to decode it and do the authorization, to check if this is the right user that has the permissions and everything. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so now we have the thingy. Run sync. The database, it's locked. That's interesting. Maybe that's why, can I go to DB? Maybe that's why I was not able to I do delete database sync. I'll do delete database db. No, has failed. It's okay. So now if I run it again, is this okay? So now I have the ID. So it was locked for some reason. Now I believe the thing that I was doing was working anyway, but yeah. So I was definitely and now I'm definitely using Supabase because you have authentication out of the box. It's also meant to be used with legend state, which is these observables for and I think this is my combo now. It's Supabase and legend state, and it's really nice. So it's Supabase with legend state. Yeah. So this is how this is done. It's amazing. I think I need to zoom it a bit. So it's really good. I really like Supabase with legend state. Really nice. You have optimistic updates right out of the box. You don't need to do anything basically. There are some just edge cases where you actually need to set directly something into the Supabase side, but also update your observable. But definitely highly recommend Supabase. Okay, so I believe now we have the things. Let me create a habit. Drink water 2 liters a day, and I think we have this one, and maybe make this 4 times a day. Shall I enable? Yeah, okay, enable the notifications. A notification was scheduled for 3 p.m. Okay, that kind of makes sense, right? So let me do now. Boom, boom. Now I should also receive. Nope. I need to create another one. Run 4 kilometers. This is this one. I'll make this color. I don't like the notifications. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna change this story view to pop when you have a single habit and you edit a single one. So low store reviews. Completed habit and habit counts. Completed habit logs. Okay. It's equal to 0. Okay. I'll just remove this part for now. Okay. So if I'm gonna delete this habit, delete it. Completed. Okay. 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 And now I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the following. I'm not gonna wait. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, great. What's happening? I don't know why, but the stream shows us offline for me, but the icon says it's live. Very confusing. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know. Maybe. But why? Twitch doesn't they don't like me. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Suna, for following me on Twitch. Really appreciate it. Okay, so we have this habit. Okay, it's okay. Show store review when you have at least one. Okay. Okay, so now if we go to the Notion, locally notifications or reminders. Okay, this is done. Deep linking. We can think about it. We can think about it, but not for now. And when disabled, this is definitely done. And was nice to have. Nice to have. Let the user choose when to receive the notification. This either by when creating the habit or when editing the habit. This should not cancel all the notifications as we do now, but instead it should cancel only the notification with identifier habit. This needs refactoring. Okay. Expo updates, configure it, write the code. I have configured it, but I need a code. We need a... We might do the... Like it shows your offline screen on Twitch with no audio or video at all. So that's why I was so confused. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Twitch it's doing it like that. But yeah, I'm glad that YouTube it's actually working. All right. How many people are watching me? Some good amount. Okay. What to do next? So Ivan mentioned yesterday something about this iOS widget, and we need to create some Swift UI view. But before that, I believe in-app purchases, maybe we should leave it for free, you know? If someone who's watching it's a designer or knows any AI tools to generate app icons, that will be fantastic, because I need an app icon. What else can we add to this list? To be fair with you, I don't like this long press. I mean, on iOS it's looking great, but on Android this really sucks. So if I open up now Android, and drink coffee, I'll do this one. 3 coffees a day, it's okay. Yeah, on Android, this is really shitty, you know. Actually, we can work on this screen. I don't like this AI. I don't like this AI, sorry. I don't like this this component here. So let's start working on it. So share habit. Share habit. Share and then the ID. And I'll have a view shot here. So the background color is going to be habit color opacity 1. Okay, something like this. 100% width. That'll do I'll remove the border radius from this part. Okay. And this view with the habit should be wrapped into a view, and I'll add a border radius with a background color of white. And these should have a padding of maybe spacing multiplied by 2. Yes, maybe I can decrease a bit. RGB 8. Isn't that background? What? Oh, it's the other one. Okay, gotcha. So this is definitely FFF. And here, where it is? This one, this should have maybe like 8. Yeah, this is looking really bad. Yeah, okay. Okay. And what can I do on the text? This view should not be on the row. Should actually be justify the content to flexend. And not this one, flexend, align. And this one, style, align the items, justify. Extend. So of course the other way around, align items. Or let's do it center. And the image is too big. Maybe I'll do it 30. No, and I'll do border radius. Maybe 15. Or I'll leave this at 40. And I will do the font size here to be 12. And I'll justify to the center. 9 items to the center. Yeah, something like this. Now if I share it, boom, we have this thingy. And on Android, you can do it something like this. And this one is view only. So the habit in view only. Where is the habit? If it's in preview, is preview, the habit log is preview, boolean. It's not mandatory, and it's false by default. I am going to is from future or is preview. I'm gonna return, you know, so you cannot press on the thingy. Okay. And now if I share it, yeah, this looks pretty good, you know. And something like that, only this part, I would like to make it an iOS widget, you know, and also maybe with a button. So when you maybe when you press on it, it's going to edit and things like that. Kind of, I really like this design. Okay, so let's commit the things. Uh, 6 is preview on habit logs plus restyle share image. All right. And this part, when you press on it, I would like to open up a modal, you know. Instead of I will leave this long press, but I will show a modal window as well, where you are going to have the edit, the share, maybe delete. Basically, is this entire component with 3 or 4 different buttons underneath. So I believe that I can do that now, because we already have the habit by ID, right? Yes. If I go on the layout, habit, then this is an ID, and I'll do it presentation. This is a full screen model. Animation is going to be fade, and yeah, something like that. And inside the habit, I will redo the link here. Not a link like this, but link from Expo router. So when you press on it, this is going to go here. Okay. Okay, so this is model now, and I will do habit by ID. This should have a background color of red. And I'm not gonna display the header. Header shown false. Okay. I'm gonna position everything in the center. Justify to the center and align items to the center. Why the share is looking like this? Anyway, so I don't need the title anymore. And this is the habit. This is great. Do I need a background color? Okay, but instead of the pressable, so where we have the view, this is going to have a blur view. Where is the blur backdrop? I'll have a backdrop. Now remove the red. And the backdrop, why is this? Where is the backdrop? Backdrop, it's inside the habit and the index. Let me move the thingy here. Okay, and I'll do backdrop here. I'll render. I'll render this backdrop only if you have the back. And yeah, I don't like this part, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do this outside. Am I using somewhere? Yeah, I'm gonna say here. Okay. So show the thing only when the habit is true, and I will do const. This is observer. And I will turn and export default home. Okay. So the backdrop now it's working, okay, but I can reuse the backdrop when you press on it. Woof. Okay. This is actually quite good. Whoop. Okay. So the backdrop. Why is this? It's the view. I'll style this flex one. Why is the backdrop like that? Why is the backdrop on top of everything? Okay. Why is this on top of everything? Why is the backdrop? This positioned absolute. What? I need a Z index. Got you. So let's add a style here. So, okay. Now it makes sense. I need a Z index. Okay, so I do need a Z index. Okay, maybe 999. Okay, and I'll add a style as view style, and the style. I'll also add the style here. And style is not mandatory. I'll do style Z index undefined. Okay. Okay, so now this is somehow working. The problem is that the backdrop Should sit here. Okay. And on press, this should do router dismiss all. Okay. I'll do actually if router can this dismiss, it's a modal, maybe so can dismiss, I'll dismiss all. Okay. Else I'll go router, go navigate to the home screen, just in case, you know. Okay. And then I don't need the other view anymore. And I will just render everything here. Okay. Great. And I am going to do layout animation duration 0. I need to do it more. Okay. Okay. Okay, the animation is way better now. And we have this screen, and then we can add the edit, delete, and whatever, okay? I'll do git add everything. Show the habit ID when pressing on a habit title. Great. So now you also have the share. What does the share do? Nothing, maybe. It's stability metrics. Nice. Okay, let's see what it's this. Oh, so I can use it locally? Interesting. Okay, I will see. Ability metrics. Great. So now if I add another one, run 4 kilometers. Maybe add this no range once a day. I would like to enable the notifications. Actually, okay. Maybe the icon here can be a little bit bigger. This part. Let's actually see Android, you know, because Android this is looking quite nice. Yeah, pretty good. I actually need to do the backdrop it's Android, maybe do it a little less. No. Do I need to do a tint? Green, light. This is quite nice. What if I'm doing in material light? Or system, pick material. Ultra thin material. Okay, and color. Blur view. I have what props do I have here? When intensity. Do I need to render this? Render. I don't know why this is. So what if I'm inside the habit? Everything here is inside the view. And I will give this style, background color. White. Yeah, so but why the padding is not working, you know? I know why. I know why. Okay. Okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. I think we can also add the filter, backdrop filter. Blur maybe 10 pixels. Yeah. So we can do something like, you know, instead of backdrop, say false. Okay, so this is not visible. I'll do a view. I'll style this. Style sheet. Absolute fill object, and then I'll give it a background color of maybe white, and then filter blur. Is working? Nah. RGBA. Yeah, but this is not a backdrop, you know. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so we did this part. I have something uncommitted. Yes. Extend backdrop to receive the styles. And I think now with context, let me copy the things here. Yeah, I'll have the buttons. I'll have a pressable. I'll do share size 20. Color is going to be black, and on press it's going to have the share. Okay. Happy to share. Boom. Okay, something like this. Boom. Great. So now we have the share button. Now we also need to do the delete. I'll do pressable again. Close the pressable, trash. Size 20. Color is going to be maybe red. I'll change the things. Press. Okay. And this, are you sure? No, not really. And then I will also have another pressable here with edit. Size 20, color black, and on press should do the following. Not the share, but edit. Should do the things, okay? Edit. Okay. And I'll do router. Can dismiss. I'll do go back. And I'll say here const go back. It's a method. Okay. Do I need to use this inside? Can this live outside? I'm just curious, you know. Go back. Okay, so this can live outside of the thing. So I'll do share the habit, edit the habit. I'll do, you know, go back and await async wait for 200 milliseconds. I'll do hip. Boom. Okay. Kind of makes sense. Let's see on Android. Edit. Look. Share. Delete. Yes. Okay. And now I'm going to add text as well. Text. Edit. Habit. Okay, drink. Okay, edit habit, the style, x direction row, gap of spacing, and I'll justify the center. Line items. Okay, that makes sense. Let's do the same for the other one. Text. I'll restyle those. Share habit like this, and this one text delete habit, and I'll do style color is going to be red. Okay, and the pressables. I believe under the same view, and this view is going to have a style, a flex direction of row, and justify the content space between. Great. And I will use something here. I will install ban add animate reactnative.com stagger. Okay, and I will import stagger. Import from animate reactnative stagger. I will do a view. Okay, here I'll do stagger and wrap all the pressables into a stagger. And hit save. Vook. Okay, so they appear with some animation. Can I do something like stagger? Can I do some styles? Okay, so style. Okay, boom. Okay. And the stagger should do entering is going to be fade in left. So this should be a function with a springify damping stiffness, and exiting is going to be a fade out right, fade in right. The same springify damping and stiffness. Not exit direction, but exiting. And I will do an initial entering delay of maybe 400 milliseconds. And I'll do duration of maybe half a second. And I will do zero. Okay. That looks pretty good. In case you don't know, this component, it's a stagger orchestrator, so you can use it in your projects pretty easy. Okay, so yeah, we have the edit, the delete. So delete, definitely it's working. Share the habit, boom, it's going to open up this modal, and you are going to share it. Edit the habit, close, boom, open the edit. Kinda And of course you also have the, yeah. Okay. And the stagger should also have pairing horizontal of spacing. And I'll add a style gap spacing multiplied by 2 maybe. Why do I have a gap here? I don't even think that we actually need a view. Do we actually need a view? We actually need a view. Okay. Do we actually need a view? Interesting. Why is this the backdrop? Close this. I think the icon size inside the habit size 20. I think this can be moved to a variable. Icon size, maybe make it smaller, size 20. Okay. And there should be a gap here, gap spacing multiplied by 2. And the habit itself should not be in preview. So habit is preview false, okay? So you can definitely modify the things here. Okay. All right. So I think, let's see Android. Okay. There is one more thing. I'll give this a background color of white. Okay. And I will also give this a pairing of spacing. And border radius of border radius. And the stagger should also have a mean height of button height. Okay, so this looks way better. We are going to fix, yeah, we are going to also fix the issue with the spacing here is quite wrong. Maybe multiplied by 2. Yeah. By 4. Okay. Okay. I think this looks better. Okay. And yeah, you can share the habit. Boom, it's going to open up this model. You can edit the habit. Great. so this is definitely working. Boom. Share the habit. Open a. I think the delay it's maybe it's useless. No. Maybe 200. Maybe 250. I need a duration. What's the default duration? I don't know. I can't remember. Okay. I think this should be okay. Maybe springify, but no duration. Okay. Anyway, I think we are in a good shape with it. So I'll do restyle the habit ID appearance push. Okay, so I think now we have a better thingy. Edit book. No, it's like go here, maybe. You know what? Let me create a new habit. I'll do this color 2 times a day, boom, and another one. Oh, this duplication. Another one. Okay, and do this color maybe 9 times a day. Boom. Okay. Book. Okay. Delete the habit. Yes. Ooh, delete the habit. Nice. So delete. First is going to go back. Okay. So this is going to go back and then, okay. We found a bug, which is really good. Okay. Boom. Another one. Refresh. Delete. Yes. Nice. Let's go on the Android side as well. Another one. Okay. And add another one. Okay. And let's delete this one. Delete. Woof. Okay. This is looking quite nice. It commit x delete. Close the modal as well, since the habit doesn't exist anymore. Keep the commit message shorter, guys. Not like me. Anyway, I think we are in a good shape. Maybe we can approach the in-app purchases and the iOS widget. I think those are like two nice tasks. So the iOS widget, in my opinion, should be exactly like this. You know, this part here without the buttons. But I need to see how I can actually do the SQLite via the app containers, because I need to move the database to Apple app containers so I can share it, you know, on the Swift UI side, so I can interrogate the database based on the habit and whatever. And I believe this even showcased this Apple new targets, like the project that he's working on. But the thing is that I also need to have intents, like a widget have intents. So you can edit a widget, and inside the flip, you can actually select which habit you'd like to receive the data for. So I need to also implement the intents, and everything is dynamic. It's like I'm fetching the habits and I know the habits, and then I'm building this one. But with a little bit of help from ChatGPT, I believe that we can do it. And now, because we have like this route, we can also do the deep linking. Yeah, and with for the in-app purchases, I'm gonna use revenue cat. So, but first we need an icon. We need a splash screen. They also need to publish create the apps on the App Store and the Google Play Store as well, and then based on which I can create the in-app purchases, products, and whatever. So we need some more functionality, and archive habit. We also need to work on the setting screen. Right now it's really bad, but we are going to. It's a small task. Alrighty, guys. So thank you very much for everyone for staying with me. I believe we made some pretty good progress here. So we have created the notifications, and the notifications are quite nice. So I will show you. So basically, this is the wake up time of the user. This is the go to sleep time. And in this period, we are scheduling the notifications based on how many habits you have the notification enabled for, right? And we schedule them on a daily basis. And we create some rooms like windows. I'm not scheduling the first notification whenever the user is waking up. Okay, so we did that part. We also worked on this screen where you have the edit, share, and delete. So you have everything here on the same screen, but you also have this long press, on the thing. But I didn't like the way how this worked on Android. So if you long press on Android, this is like really retarded, like okay. So yeah, we have this one. Everything should work. Like share is going to open up this model, and we have restyle a bit the sharing for this model. So now if I go back a bit and add some parts here, and now I share the habit, you have this screen. You can also change the color. Let's say I like this coral, share, and it's going to create the image, and you can share it later. This icon is actually grabbed from app.json, so it's a dynamic icon. Then you can also delete the habit, and we have also created this nice animation stagger, which is powered by Animate React Native. You can go ahead and install at Animate React Native /stagger. It's powered by React Native Reanimated. And then we have also worked on the edit functionality. You have this small button underneath with enable notifications. Is disabled if you have the general settings disabled, and now it's enabled. And yeah, I don't know what else we did, but we made some good progress, especially around the notifications. So yeah, really happy about that. Alrighty, guys. So yeah, don't forget to hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment. To to make YouTube love me more and suggest these videos or this live stream to more users, more developers, to find out more about me, you know. Otherwise, yeah, don't forget to check animatereactnative.com. Is the platform where I'm sharing over 130 different animations powered by React Native Reanimated, gesture handler, Moti, animated API, you know, because maybe you have some old project that you're stuck with the animated API. We have that as well on animatereactnative.com. And if you're late to the party with the Black Friday deal, there is a late, I'm gonna share it. There is a 60% discount. Give me a second. It's 60% off for late users using late BF 2024. You know, if you are going to use late BF 2024, you can get 60% off. This is available only for the first 20 users, so you should hurry up if you'd like to get access to it with 60% discount. Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for staying with me so long. See you in the future video. Bye. Discover animatereactnative.com, your go-to platform for premium, customizable, and ready-to-use React Native animations. There are over 120 different animations that are going to save you time, enhance your app, and, in my opinion, is the perfect collection if you'd like to learn more about React Native animations. Visit